Hello and welcome to the wedding cake for 4-digit dividends. This is going to be an exciting example of division with using the wedding cake.
Alright, let's get started on our first example. So now we have the number 9,638 divided by 8. As always, remember, when we're looking at the thousands place, which is right here, we're going to be multiplying by 1,000, hundreds place times 100, tens place times 10, and then the ones place times 1. So we start out here again. Remember, dealing out that 9,000 to 8 people. Can we do that? Yes. Let's try and see. Let's make sure. I could be wrong. So 8 times 1,000 is 8,000. 8 times 2,000 is 16,000. Well, I know that 16,000 is too big, but 8,000 will work just perfectly. I put my multiplication sign right up here. I write in 1,000. 8 times 1,000 is 8,000. Now I subtract. That's going to give me 1,638. Now, I continue with my multiplication. Let me change colors here. Now I'm doing 8 times 100, right? So 8 times 100 is 800. And remember what I'm trying to get close to. I'm trying to get close to 1,638. So I know that 8 times 100 is going to be a little bit too short. So let me try 8 times 200. That's going to give me 1,600. I scroll back up. I look. 1,638 is right there. Very close. And I know if I go to 300, I already know that's going to be too big. So right above here, I write 200. 8 times 200 is 1,600. I go through and I subtract, and that's going to give me 38. Now I'm going to try my tens place first. So 8 times 10 is 80. If I scroll back up and look, 80 is greater than 38. So I know I can't use my tens to try to find how many times 8 can go into 38. So now I have to go to my ones place. So tens place, no good. Let's go to the ones place. Again, just like I told you, if you know your facts and you've been practicing them, you can kind of skip around a little bit. So I'm going to start off with 8 times 3, which is 24. Then 8 times 4 is 32. Then 8 times 5 is 40. I look back up here and I see that so far my leftovers is 38. So I look at it, okay, got to use something. So I'm going to use 8 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32, which would give me really close to 38. Not exactly 38, but it's going to get me close. So here I write 4. 4 times 8 is 32. I subtract. That's going to give me a remainder of 6. And if I look at my facts, and I write my facts, I know that 8 times 1 is 8. And 8 is greater than 6, which means I cannot make a group of 8 with 6. Or I cannot hand out 6 $1 bills to 8 people. So that means that my division work so far is done. Now the next thing that I do, just like always, we input our wedding cake inside of a box. We put our plus sign right here. Nice big plus sign. Add everything up. 9,638 divided by 8 equals 1,204. Oh, there we go. With a remainder of 6. So there's our answer. Let me make sure I box it. Now I have to go through and I have to check my work. So my check box, 1,204 times 8. 8 times 4 is 32. Bring down my 2 ones. Regroup my 3 tens. 8 times 0 is 0 plus 3. Bring down my 3. Now, 8 times 2, or 8 times 200, is 1,600. Bring down my 600s and regroup my 1,000. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9,632. Now I have to add in my remainder, which is 6. That's 8, 3, 6, 9,638. So my answer does check. Excuse me. And that it is. Now, that is the end of our lesson. I have 3 problems for you to try. Make sure you practice. Go back, watch that video if you need to.